Ukraine just smashed Russian forces in a brutal ambush near Sumy. Russian commanders basically sent their troops straight into a bloodbath out in the open fields. But this wasn't just some lucky hit, it was part of a much bigger Ukrainian strategy that's finally paying off. With fresh Russian reserves stationed miles away from the front lines, far too distant to intervene, Ukrainian forces pulled off a textbook pincer maneuver. They drove Russian troops out of yet another settlement, and now it looks like Russia's offensive in Sumy has completely stalled. Before we dive into all of this, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. Connecting with viewers across the world is a huge source of inspiration for us. After softening up Russian positions with pinpoint airstrikes, Ukrainian forces launched a series of sharp, multi-directional counterattacks, and they moved fast, retaking Andravka in a clean, swift operation. The strategy here is crystal clear. Throw a wrench in Russia's momentum, slow down their offensive, and hit hard only where it really counts, making every strike count and dealing maximum damage. Ukrainian commanders are playing it smart, staying on the front foot and steadily grinding down Russian forces. Trying to flip the script, Russian commanders quickly ordered wave after wave of counterattacks to retake Andravka. But here's the kicker: they were working off bad intel. Russian troops rolled in thinking they'd link up with their own guys, not realizing Ukraine had already locked down the entire area. What followed was a complete disaster. Geolocated footage shows the fields around Andravka, covered with Russian bodies and burning motorcycles, hard proof of just how costly those missteps were. These pointless assaults didn't just cost Russia lives, they failed to achieve anything useful, only making their overall situation even worse. Russia's problems only got worse as Ukraine kept pounding away with strikes deep behind the lines, hitting troop concentrations, command centers, and supply hubs. These hits didn't just rack up serious Russian casualties, they also forced Russian commanders to push their reserve units way farther back from the front. But here's the thing, by doing that, those reserves were now out of sight from Ukrainian drones, but also too far to react quickly to fast-moving changes on the battlefield, and that played right into Ukraine's hands. After the disaster in the fields around Andravka, frontline Russian units were running low on manpower and had no backup ready to stabilize their collapsing positions. Ukraine saw the opening and didn't hesitate. With Russian reserves either wiped out or stationed dozens of miles away, Ukrainian forces doubled down, hitting known Russian troop spots in Kindrata with a deadly combo of airstrikes, drone strikes, and precision HIMARS missile attacks. If you're still watching, comment 1, so I know you're still with me. Ukrainian drones went to work methodically, hunting down clusters of Russian infantry, while HIMARS strikes hammered the remaining fortifications and ammo depots just wiped them out. On top of that, Ukrainian airstrikes using AASM hammer bombs made it impossible for any Russian reinforcements to move up safely. That crushed most of the resistance inside Kindrata and made it nearly impossible for any surviving Russian troops to regroup or find solid cover in the ruins. With Russian defenses in Kindrata totally shattered, Ukrainian commanders launched a lightning-fast assault to take the town back. They moved quickly, cutting off Russian reinforcement routes with another sharp pincer move. Ukrainian units made sure no additional Russian forces could reach Kindrata or help the scattered troops still hold up there. At the same time, Ukrainian assault teams pushed into the town itself, clearing it house by house, even sweeping through basements, wiping out the last of the Russian holdouts. In just a few hours, Ukrainian troops had full control of Kindrata, facing little to no resistance. But taking back Kindrata wasn't just a tactical win, it marked a turning point in Ukraine's broader push to shut down Russia's offensive in the Sumy region. By taking back this key border town, Ukraine dealt a serious blow to Russian logistics and troop movements. They basically wrecked Russia's plan to set up drone and artillery control over the regional capital, Sumy exploiting weak points that earlier strikes had already exposed. And this wasn't random. Ukraine has been methodically setting up these tactical breakthroughs, one after another, forcing Russia into bleeding manpower and total operational chaos. The win at Kindrata is a textbook example of how Ukraine is leveraging precision firepower and fast, flexible tactics to control the battlefield. Heat. What happened in Kindrata wasn't just a tactical win, it was the payoff of a much bigger strategy. Ukraine's precision strike campaign, which had been quietly chipping away at Russia's logistics and command structure for months, finally hit a tipping point. Using long-range HIMARS, drones, and smart bombs, Ukrainian forces went after Russia's soft underbelly, the rear. If you're still watching, comment 1 so I know you're still with me. Then there's the numbers. Ukraine's December 2022 HIMARS strike on a Russian troop barracks in Makiivka killed hundreds of soldiers, over 400, according to Ukrainian sources. Russia admitted to at least 89. This one strike became a symbol of how deadly Ukraine's long-range firepower had become. Since then, Russian troop and ammo movement has dropped dramatically. All this set the stage for the Battle of Kindra-Tevika. When Ukraine launched its assault, Russia had no effective reserves nearby. Their troops were scattered, running low on supplies, and unable to regroup. Ukrainian drones hunted infantry clusters like clockwork. HIMARS leveled fortifications. Airstrikes, using AASM hammer bombs, made sure no help could get through. Then came the ground assault, lightning fast, coordinated, and ruthless. Ukrainian forces sliced through Russian positions, sealed off escape routes, and cleared the town house by house. Within hours, Kindreda was under full Ukrainian control. But here's the bigger picture. Ukraine didn't just win a town, they shattered a key part of Russia's operational plan. By crippling Russian logistics and neutralizing their ability to reinforce quickly, Ukraine proved that precision firepower plus agile maneuver warfare can flip the script, even against a larger enemy. This isn't just war, it's engineering cold, calculated, and devastatingly effective. So here's the real question. Is Russia's biggest weakness right now really on the front lines, or is it the crumbling logistics and poor coordination behind them? Some say Ukraine is winning because of Western weapons. Others argue it's about smarter strategy and better military knowledge. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear your take. And if you're into sharp analysis and real-deal military knowledge like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp, stay strong, and may God bless you and keep you safe always.